All right, so I'm going to pull a few of these Moonology cards and see what we need to know with those jumping cards. Okay. Four jumping cards. Cool, cool. Okay. Nice. Well, I like this. So these cards are New Moon in Sagittarius. Luck is on your side. That arrow, the bow and arrow, very projective energy. Full Moon in Libra. A win-win outcome is forecast. Lots of success. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Full Moon in Capricorn. And conclusions are within reach, which is a full moon eclipse. So not to read these cards backwards, but something that just kind of came to mind that I want to point out, that with eclipses, you know, eclipses are like a fast forward phase. So an eclipse, throughout an eclipse experience, we will see a whole moon phase cycle in that. You know, we'll see the waxing, the half, the full, and then the waning. You know, we see all of that in just a course of a few hours, or we experience that energy. It's like experiencing a whole lunar cycle just in like one short time with that, with the shadow. And eclipses are very revealing as well. And I feel that this conclusions are within reach, and with the eclipse energy, that it's just saying that like conclusions, realizations, insight, understanding doesn't have to, it doesn't have to be like, well, it's going to take so many days, it's going to take so many weeks or months or a whole year, like whatever. It's just like it can be very, very fast. It can be very accelerated. And that when we are in alignment, like trusting, like, yes, this is getting wrapped up, you know, I'm going to receive answer, insight, conclusion, this energy is going to be done, and then I'm going to move forward to the next phase. That can happen honestly almost instantaneously, that there's no certain right time, you know, or length of time for anything to happen. Okay, so there's that. But then I feel that there is a lot of positive energy that is coming in. This is, you know, saying luck is on your side. A win-win outcome is forecast. And the end of a tough cycle is approaching. So that means that you have all of the support from the universe, from your higher self, which is you. It just has a different vantage point. That everything is lining up, you know, and that it's like that there's this, it's like the like Wheel of Fortune card in tarot is just, you know, there's a lot of support, positive, uplifting support coming for you, and that you basically can't lose, that it's going to come, it's going to happen. It's your dreams will be realized, your questions will be answered. And so I feel like this is very, very positive message for the collective, for individuals watching this. You know, if you have your own you know, your own life that you're living, your own path that you're on, but that there is something that you're working towards, or you're trying to get through, and you have the support of the universe, and you have this lucky, you are going to win, you are going to be the victor energy in this. And that, yes, acknowledging this has maybe been very challenging, this has really maybe stretched you to your limits, but that these trials and tribulations are coming to an end, and you're going to be on the other side of it, and you're going to come out the victor. Definitely kind of get like the Chariot card as well, you know, kind of resonating with this. And so, yeah, I like that. That's really awesome to give you that high five and to cheer you on through whatever you're going through. I'm gonna pull one more card and see what else we need to know to either clarify this or to enhance this. And I guess I put all my cards back because it says a new start is coming. This is a new moon again. So again, yes, you are so close to wrapping up this chapter in your life, this trial, this, and that could even be like literal for some of you, like a trial with like Libra, you know, sometimes it's like court stuff or whatever. but that you are so close and that you're going to come out on top. You're going to come out victorious. All of your struggles and all of the things that you've learned and all of your challenges, although maybe it's not like you deserve to go through those challenges, but you've gotten through it, you're getting through it, you have the support of the universe because you have brand new energies coming in that are probably going to be fantastic, right? That are going to be something new and fresh and different and kind of like just what we need, right? That breath of fresh air. Let's see what we have. We have the mutable moon. It says nothing is yet set in stone. Okay. Full moon in Taurus, your dreams need a practical plan. New moon in Aquarius, bring love into the situation. And then I'm going to pull the bottom of the deck. And we have a cardinal moon, be bold and make the first move. And so looking at these 4 cards together, I feel that the overall message is that we are the makers and the breakers of our own reality, of our own experience, and that everything is, there's kind of this energetic trajectory as the current situations and all the things, all the variables are kind of lined up. And so the future and the energy waves kind of start to order themselves coming towards us, or like where we're traveling towards. But that nothing is really completely set in stone. You know, we have free will, right? Number one, we have free will. And there's nothing is completely 100% predestined. I mean, there's some things that like have a very strong energy imprint that are pretty likely sometimes, but this is saying that, you know, nothing is truly just like rigid, set in stone. And so we do have those choice points. We do have the ability to change our future, you know, to change our reality. And so nothing is set in stone. And that if you are wanting to manifest, if you are wanting to bring something into your experience, you're wanting to bring something into your reality, that you need a practical plan. This is a grounded plan. Taurus is a Venus sign. You know, it's ruled by Venus. It's very earthy, right? And so this is a reminder that we perceive our reality as very real, as very concrete. It is moving and changing. But if we want to manifest something, we want to see something happen, we have to basically pick out the seed packet, take the seed, do the work to plant it, and then nourish it, and then it will come about. And so I like that. It's reminding us also, I think, to be grounded just in general. And then that to bring love into the situation. This to me is an integration of, if you want love in your life, if you're feeling lack in love, if you're feeling a sense of you don't have what you want, or what you're experiencing isn't enjoyable, it's not pleasurable, it's not feeling expansive, whatever it is that when you focus on the energy of love, or really, which is the energy of expansion, again, light, talking about the other reading that I just did, that when you bring love into the situation, and I'll add to this gratitude, then that's when those situations that align with those energies start showing up in our life. Those people cross our paths. Those situations are there for us to choose and experience. And to be bold and to make the first move, I feel like this is kind of talking back to your dreams need a practical plan. It's that if we are in the energy of stuckness, if we are in the energy of limbo, like I don't know what to do, or I don't know what I want, whatever it is, then we're kind of just going to manifest more of that, right? We're just going to kind of bring in more of that limbo, that waiting. And so to be courageous and to be bold and to make the first move is not even like making a move in your physical environment. It's not saying to like you make someone do something else, right? We really Although I guess we could impose our will on someone else, that's not really ethical, right? But it's really saying to make the first move within yourself, to say that you desire something, that you want something, that something is important to you, that you want to bring this about in your life, and you start the energy moving. You get that energy in motion. And so if you're just waiting, without an intention of like what you're waiting for, you might even just miss opportunities because they're coming at you, but you're like not even paying attention, right? But it's empowering you to make the first move, to be in the energy of what you want, to know that you are deserving of that, and then to get that energy started, basically. Let me pull one more, see if anything hops out here. I like these. They're really beautiful cards. Let's see if there's anything else. We need to know something to clarify or something to add on to these messages for today. You ready? This is the third quarter moon, and this is adjustments are required. And I'm going to pull one more. I'm already knowing where I'm going to go with that there. And the disseminating moon, time to breathe out. All right. So adjustments are required. This to me is saying that something that may be holding you back or that may hold certain people back is saying, well, how can I set my intention, or how can I pick just one thing? I don't know what to pick. I don't know where to put my focus or my intention. And that's, kind of keeping you in that standstill. Well, the thing is that you don't have to choose and like decide, and then that means that is the decision that you have to make for all time, right? That is just that it is you. Oh my gosh, that's my dog barking. Finn, thank you. That this is saying that you make one intentional, focused choice, one step in your present moment, and then you keep taking those steps, keep cementing that intention, and if at any point you're like, whoa, this is not what I thought it was going to be, this is not really what I want, I'm thinking I made the wrong choice, whatever it is, then it's just saying, make an adjustment, make a change, like you're on this path and then you're like, okay, well, I'm going to go this way now, right? Or I'm going to turn around, or like whatever it is. It's just saying you're never stuck. And that those adjustments, whether they're micro adjustments or they're like a major adjustment, is totally okay. This is a learning experience, right? These might be uncharted waters that you've never navigated in before. And making an adjustment or a change or changing your mind is totally okay. It doesn't mean that you failed. It just means that you're being present and you're checking in with how you're feeling, what's really working, what your intentions were, and if those need to be, cemented more, those need to be supported, enhanced, or if you maybe need to say, I need to shift my intention, I need to shift my focus. And the take time to breathe out, I feel, is giving us a reminder, number one, to breathe. We are shallow breathers, aren't we? So when we breathe and we really like connect with our body, with our breath, of that flow, it's very calming, but it's also very anchoring in the present moment. So I feel like that's one bit of insight. And then also I feel that breathing out, okay, is the releasing and making room for. So if we were constantly, and this would be so weird, but if we were constantly just like focusing on our breath, but we were just always trying to breathe in more air, like the air goes in, we get the oxygen and everything, it circles around, and then it's like we have to expel the air, right? Like just breathing in the breath is only one half of it. And so to be in that ebb and flow of breathing in and breathing out, the out breath, the exhale makes room for the fresh air, right? For the oxygenated air, which we need, right? So remember that there is an ebb and flow. Remember that when we are talking about manifesting, and we're talking about setting our intentions and being intentional and wanting to bring these things into our awareness, into our experience, that if the well is full and it is like so full at the top, nothing else could come in, that water, metaphorical water, will eventually, if it is just still and stuck, it will become stagnant, and it will not be this, this clean, clear, glorious wellspring. It will be like nasty pond water, right? And so we need to empty the well, and you don't have to like completely drain it dry. Sometimes maybe you want to, but we need to make room so that when that, when the rain falls or whatever, then the well is refilled with fresh, rejuvenating water. So the ebb and flow is just part of all of this. I want to pull another card. I love reading so much, and I just love being in this energy of being a messenger, not like, yay, I'm a messenger, but just like being in this flow energy. So I'm going to pull another one or so and see what else we need to know. Okay. I'm going to have to pull a clarifier on this one. Void of course moon, which is, when the moon is basically, void of course is when the moon is moving through the signs and it's moving from one sign to the other, but void of course means it's like not kind of it's in between signs. It's kind of just kind of wait and don't do a whole lot right now until the moon has finally moved into its other sign. And the message is, like I said, I need to clarify this because it's just like, okay, thanks. It says, nothing will come of this situation. Nothing will come of this situation. So it's just kind of saying there's just like, nothing will come of the situation. Well, I would like to ask what the situation is that this card is talking about. Nothing will come of the situation. This might be a specific message, maybe for someone who is watching this video. It might be the confirmation that you needed to hear. It's kind of going nowhere, right? But let's see. Let's clarify void of course moon. Nothing will come of the situation. Either what is the situation or more clarification as far as to maybe why or confirmation that we need. Let's clarify that card. You ready? All right. Oop, I pulled two. We'll just do two. That's fine. Okay. So, a new start is coming. New moon card. And have faith in your dreams with this, which is a waxing crescent moon. And so, this, to clarify, I'm going to pull one more card. And the energy is gaining momentum, which is the waxing moon. Okay. So this is telling me that with the void of course saying that nothing will come of the situation, I feel like that is confirmation for maybe a person watching this, or maybe just kind of like the collective group that's watching this, that that some of you, there may be a situation in your life where you have kind of just reached a standstill, you have reached a block wall. It's either unfulfilling, causing you nothing, but grief and pain or frustration. And that there's just, it's like you're not getting anything. I mean, and it could even be just like you're kind of listless or bored or uninspired. Or it could be that you're unhappy, right? It could be a multitude of feelings that are just like, this isn't it, and so there's no point or purpose or definition to this experience, right? And so I feel like this is kind of a reminder more about like the well analogy that I gave you, is that the newness, like the inspiring situations, the new love, the great abundance job experience, those satisfying friendships, your sense of love for yourself, being in your power, all of that, all these possible potential new experiences that we have, that is coming, like that is just like right there, like, hey, what's your next adventure, what's your next experience, that if sometimes, okay, as a side note, sometimes that energy of being in the in between, like I said, void of course moon is like when the moon is moving from one sign to the next, and it's like the in between where it's not in one sign or the other. Sometimes that emptiness and that stillness is like the pause or the rest that we need, shifting from one energy to the next. And that's valid. It's just part of the flow, right? It's not just like on off flipping a switch. There is kind of a gradual energy as well. But I feel like these cards are saying that if you're feeling either uninspired, unmotivated, stuck, you don't really know what your focus is, you don't really know what what is coming, what you want to come in, whatever it is, that there are always new opportunities and new energies coming in, right? We see that with the moon. It's like we see it over and over, right? The new moon, the emptiness, the slowly like kind of, waxing energy, then peaking at the full moon, and then the flowing out again, right? Just like our breath. Yep. So we experience that every 28, 29 days, right? And so I feel like this card, having faith in your dreams, is saying that whatever you want to experience, aspire to, reach towards, work towards, that those are valid things. Those are valid things. To have faith in that there's a reason that those things are there in your awareness or in your heart and your desires, because, they're coming in. The energy is gaining momentum. It's like once the clouds part, and then we're like, oh, then we see the clear sky, or we see the sun, that was hiding behind the clouds or whatever it is. Then it's like we kind of like the energy starts moving along again. And so we will always experience that in our life. We will have times of emptiness or of stillness. We will have times of readjusting, right? Kind of making those adjustments. We will have times of fullness and of expansiveness, and then we will see the flowing away, or the loss or whatever. But it's all about our experience. It's all about, and I'm not saying that it's like you experience love, so then you have to experience loss, that it's just like, it's like the other shoe drops. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that when we do experience love and the expansiveness of that, and then we have also either lost that love, or we've, in another way of our life that we've experienced loss, that we do like appreciate when we have, and then we know what it's like to have without, as to go without as well. And so we get the full experience, the full cycle, full circle experience. And then it's like the lesson is integrated, the experience is fully integrated, we understand. And so I feel like, again, like I said, these cards are clarifying that, whatever your situation is, if you're kind of feeling in between those chapters of your life, you might just enjoy that stillness. You just might enjoy that break where you're not focused on something, you're not doing, just kind of waiting for the energy to shift a little bit. Sometimes, we get that inspiration, we get that energy, that energetic boost when there is kind of that final like click over, to the other sign, to the other moon phase, to the other chapter of the book. And that the energy will flow in again, and then it'll be like, I can't believe I was bored. I can't believe I didn't know what I wanted, because here we go, and it's coming at me. I'm a manifester. I set those intentions in motion, and here they go. The universe is answering. So beautiful. So definitely, kind of apply to, I guess, a lot of different situations, right? So, yeah.